Hello, Stampin' friends, and welcome. This is Dee Osburn, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Today, we will be making some all-occasion cards using the same formula, but lots of different stamps. These that I've made are all thank you notes because I send a lot of thank you notes, but I'm going to show you that you can actually stamp any sentiment that you would like onto these cards, and the same formula will work. So if you like this video as you go along, please like, share, and subscribe. Click that little bell if you'd like to get notified when I upload new videos. And leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this video. I will comment back to all those who comment with me. All right, everything that you need to make these cards will be listed in the description below, and along with all the measurements and sizes and everything that you need to do this. So I'm going to demonstrate this card right here. And then after we make this card, I will show you the other ones and tell you what things that I used to make that. But we're going to make this lovely card right here. Like I said, I made this as a thank you. And this thank you came from, let's see, that one came from Peaceful Moments. I used some other thank you sentiments from some other sets. Today, well, I'm going to recreate this card. What you're going to need is you're going to need a piece of white cardstock cut at 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4.25. That's going to be your base. You're going to need a scrap of paper, and this piece is cut at 4.25 by 1.75, and it will be adhered to a piece of white cardstock cut at 5.25 by 4. And let me tell you where I got this scrap. This scrap is from the Hello Friendly Designer Series paper. And let me show you that real quick so you can see what's in here. All right, so it's got this beautiful piece of fresh freesia paper, which I used on one of the cards. This is the other side. It has this beautiful petal pink colored paper, and I did use a piece of this on one of the cards. And this is the other side, which I think would make such a pretty card. This is the piece that we're going to use on the card I'm demonstrating today. Here's the other side. Has a variety of colors, very pretty. I love it. There's this piece, and this is the other side of that. Let's see what else is in here. So I showed you that one with the other side that we're using today. There's this piece, and the other side is this beautiful green leafy paper. I showed you this one, and the other side is the piece that I'm going to show you that I used on another card. There's this piece with this side. There's this beautiful granny apple green here with the stripes on the other side. I love this piece. Stripes are so versatile. You can use them for pretty much any card you'd like to make. And then this is the other side of the fresh freesia piece that I made a card with that I will show you at the end of the video. All right, so we used this paper. It's the Hello Friendly. And the Hello Friendly paper is one of the free items that you get. Actually, this is a bundle. You get the paper and this beautiful stamp set when you order $100 from Stampin' Up. So that's that beautiful set. So that's the paper we're using today. I used some other papers, and I'll let you know which ones I used. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to adhere our piece of Designer Series paper that's cut at 5.25 by 1.75. We're going to go ahead and adhere that down to our basic white paper. And the basic white paper again is cut at 5 1/4 by 4. And this will go right here in the corner. And you just pick it up and make sure that you have it nice and flush on the corners. And that's all there is to that. For this card that I'm making today, I used, let's see, where is it? I used the new Honeybee Home set, and this is in the mini catalog. And we're using this stamp right here and this bee right here. Super cute. Okay, so we're using those two stamps out of the Honeybee Home stamp set, and we're going to use Pool Party ink and Memento Black. All right. We also need this little, I call it grunge, or you could call it dottage, or whatever you want to call it. And this I got from, where did I get this? I got this one from the Color and Contour set. This is a current set in the annual catalog. And I did make a card using this stamp as well that I'll show you. But this is the dottage that I used, or the grunge, whatever you want to call it, for this card. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get my Pool Party ink. I did want to tell you that I also am going to use this Pool Party ribbon. That we'll be using that to spice it up at the end. All right, so Pool Party ink. Get my little dots, dot, ink it up. Actually, you know what? I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's put our sentiment on there first. And this time, for this card, last time I used this thank you, which is from Rose Wonder. But this time I'm going to use this thank you, and it is, oh, let's see, what set is this? This is from, this thank you is from, I'm not sure. This thank you is from the Hello Beautiful stamp set, which is in the new mini catalog, and it's this one right here. I love this set. I'm going to make a video coming up here. Stay tuned and you'll get to see this video where I make a piece of designer series paper with this and make a card from that. So that's where this stamp set came from, okay? Or this stamp rather came from. So the first thing we want to do is we want to stamp our thank you so that we know where it is. All right, easy peasy, right? Then you clean that with your Stampin' Scrub, or you could use a baby wipe if you don't have the Stampin' Scrub. All right, then we're going to go ahead and get our dottage, ink it up, stamp, and then stamp again. You don't really see the stamp second time that much, but that's okay. All right, and just kind of do it just like that. I think that's probably enough. And then you can clean that with your, make sure you clean your stamps. If you don't have a Stampin' Scrub, then, use a baby wipe or something like that, because your stamps will last you so much longer if you clean them and take good care of them. All right, so now we're going to get this stamp from the Honeybee Home stamp set, and that is in the new mini catalog. And we're going to ink it up in Memento Black. Okay, we're going to ink that up real good. Get lots of good ink on there. Make sure it's all nice and inked up. There we go. Okay, that ink pad is a little bit dry. I pulled this one out because it's a lot, has a lot more ink on it. Maybe a little too much, so we'll use them both. All right, so now once you have your stamp nice and inked up, then you're going to stamp your image, and I kind of like it to be kind of at an angle like that. All right, then clean your stamp and get your B from the same stamp set. And get it nice and inked up. Just want to test that out. And then put your B on here like he's about to land. How cute is that, right? All right, now we'll put our memento away. And we're going to get some Stampin' blends. And we're going to get a variety of them. We're going to use our color lifter at one point during this process. So you're going to need the color lifter. Put that off to the side. You want, I used for the B, dark so saffron. And then for the flower, I used light pool party and dark pool party. And then for the leaves, I used light old olive, but I didn't really like it, and I ended up taking it off. Here it is right here. Let me show you. I ended up using the color lifter on it and taking it off a bit, and then going back over it with pool party. But I think I'm just going to not use the light old olive this time and go with just pool party, and we'll see which one we like best. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to color my bee, and I'm going to color the whole thing with dark so saffron, okay, including his wings. And you know, these Stampin' blends color so nicely, you hardly have to touch the paper with them. And they just color so nicely. So make sure that you color up your whole bee. Okay, and I even colored his little legs. All right, I'm gonna let that dry for just a second because I'm going to use my color lifter on it. But while I'm letting that dry, I'm going to use my dark pool party to color the flowers. And it's okay that, you know, these dots are stamped in the background because you're coloring these flowers. So it's not going to matter. It just gives it a little more depth and interest. So just color up these flowers with your dark pool party, and we are going to come back with the color lifter, and we're going to give these flowers a little dimension, making them darker in some places and lighter in some places. So, but right now we're just coloring them all in. Doesn't take but a second to do this. That's one of the things that I really love about the Stampin' blends is that they're just so quick and easy. They just color so nicely. The ink spreads just a little bit, and it lightens a little bit after you color with them. So it's super quick and easy, right? Now I'm going to go ahead and color my leaves with the light pool party. And I think I'm going to like this much better than I liked the leaves on the other one. We'll see. We'll compare when we're done and see which one we like better. You can leave me a comment and tell me if you liked the pool party leaves or the old olive leaves. All right, now that we've got that done, we're going to start taking some color off. Now, the first thing I did was take some color off of the wings, okay? And I just went one time at first, and then I liked the idea of having my bee a little bit lighter as well. So now, once you do that, your wings and your bee are the same color again. So you have to really lighten those wings up. And all you have to do is just color over it. It just takes the color right off. It's like an eraser almost. And now you can see that your bee and your wings are, they have two different intensities of color on them. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my dark pool party again, and I'm going to go over in the on the flower, the places where it's got the dark, a little bit of shadowing, I guess you could say, already stamped on there. So I'm going to go over those areas with my dark pool party, anywhere where it's stamped a little bit darker. Okay, and then I'm going to take my color lifter and just on the edge where it's not stamped darker, I'm just going to run my color lifter around, and that's going to lighten up the edges just a tiny bit, just enough, right? And then on the very tips of these little flowers. Now, I think I might like to take my light pool party and go back over the vein on these leaves and just darken that up a little bit, just to give it just a little more dimension, especially on these bigger ones. Okay. Now, I like that. Now, we don't want them to be too close to the same color, so we're not going to do any more. I think I want to lighten up just a touch there. All right. I'm liking it. All right. We're almost done. The only thing we have left to do is to cut a little piece of pool party ribbon. Now, if you don't have pool party ribbon, you can get some, or you could just use white ribbon. White ribbon works on all these cards. So if you don't have the color ribbon that I'm using, or you can't get it, or just don't like it, or whatever, you can use white. White always works. And I like the sheerness of this ribbon. So I'm going to put it right here so that it's flush with the designer series paper. I put a glue dot on the end and I'm wrapping it around. Okay, then I'm bringing it around to this side, putting it flush with my designer series paper. I have a glue dot on the end, and then I'm sending it around and tying it down or sticking it down. Then I get my card base that I cut earlier, my 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, and I'm going to glue this to it. Now you could pop it up if you'd like to step it up just a little bit. You could pop it up, and that would give it a little bit more dimension. But I'm just going to glue it down. You could pop it up. I plan on mailing these, and so sometimes when you mail them and they're thicker, it costs a little bit more. In fact, I mailed one the other day and I had something in it and it cost me $4 to mail it. Because it was so thick. She's like, well, this isn't a letter, this is a package. And I'm like, okay. But I sent it, and it was quite expensive, I thought, for mailing a letter. Okay, so then the next thing that we're doing is we're just going to take a little piece and we send it under, and then you just tie it. I'm just tying a knot. I'm not making a bow. I'm just tying a knot. All right, and then you can just make it how you'd like it. We're gonna cut this at an angle there, and we're gonna cut it at an angle there, and there you have it. There it is. Now, one thing that you could do to step it up just a little bit more is you could put, and I think I will, some little bling stuff. So let's get that. All right, so for this card, you could use whatever you have in your stash to put on there. I'm going to use some rhinestones. I have these rhinestones that in my stash, then I'm going to use them. And so, whoops, I'm going to put one, come here. I'm going to put one right there. And I'm going to put one right there. And then I'm going to put one up here. And I'm thinking about maybe What do you think? Way up there? Under? I think I want it above. I think I'm going to put it right there. I kind of like it right there. All right, there we have it. I could have done it like that and gone the other way. But I went this way with it. All right, there we go. There it is. There's the thank you card. Now, these are all occasion cards. So all you have to do to change it to all occasion is stamp a different sentiment here. Happy birthday, miss you, wedding wishes, whatever, sympathy. Of course, you might not want the B. Whatever sentiment you need, whatever occasion you need. All right. So here's the other one. And you see the difference in the green? I don't know if you can see it or not, but I certainly can. And I think I like this one better. It just matches a little bit better. So there's that one. And I put the rhinestones on it, so it stepped up just a little bit. There's this card. And so for this one, again, this is the Rose Wonder Thank You. This is from the Hello Friendly paper pack, just like this one is. And this is the Color and Contour stamp set, the same one that we use the dottage for. So that's how I made that one. This one, I also used paper from the Hello Friendly, but this, and the same Rose Wonder, this stamp set is Forever Blossoms, and I used this stamp set. It's a little bit brighter, and I think I'm going to step this one up a little bit. I was just looking when I was looking through my stash for the rhinestones. I saw, where did they go? I saw these. Oh, I left them out. They're right here. I saw these, and I thought, oh, how pretty, they match. So let's put some of those on there. I'm thinking that's a great idea. Let's do that. This time maybe we'll go this way and we'll put the rhinestone there, and we'll put one here, and we'll put the last one, if I can get it. We'll put the last one right there. There. Isn't that pretty? Steps that up just enough. And the other thing that you could do is you could put, because I love glitter, a day without glitter is like a day without sunshine. You could glitter the middles of that flower, and they would be gorgeous. So this ribbon is just this white ribbon from Stampin' Up, and I like it because it's got some, shine and glitter to it, and it's like a pinkish purplish little, they have a little dot, so it matches. I loved that. So there's that one. This one is like this one, except I used a different ribbon. This ribbon is an older ribbon. I was using up what I had in my stash. It's petal pink, so it's that ribbon here. And this one is also petal pink. It's this ribbon right here, okay? And then I made this one. So look at all the different ones that I've made so far, right? Look how many I made. And you could stamp different sentiments on every one of them. This one is from the Peaceful Moments. This thank you is from Peaceful Moments. This is the Retired Painted Poppies. So you could do that, and this is just a real red ribbon. And I did use, what is this color? This is Poppy Parade. And this dottage I got from a retired set called Touches of Texture. So see, you can just get out your old stuff and just make all these cards. And then this one I think is probably my favorite. Again, this is from the Peaceful Moments, and this is just an old piece of scrap that I had, and it matched this pretty peacock ribbon. And I used this lighthouse, and I used the one from Sailing Home. I know there's a newer one that you could use, or put whatever you want there. So look at all the quick and easy cards that you can make using the same formula, using up your stash. If you liked this video, please leave me a comment below and let me know. Tell me which one you liked the best. I'll comment back. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you liked this, and share it with other people that you think might like it. If you want to be notified when I upload new videos, click that bell and it will let you know. And for a complete look at all the products currently available, you can go to my website at www.deebeststamping.stampinup.net. And remember, it is Celebration, so for every $50 that you order, Stampin' Up! Allows you to order something free from the Celebration catalog. And every order of $40 or more will receive a gift from me. You'll probably get one of these thank you notes. So I hope you enjoyed this and have a great day. See you next time.